At its core, Make Me is about rediscovery of love, of trust, and of the ability to embrace emotions when dominance collides with desire. The novel follows Julian, a man whose life has always been defined by discipline, ambition, and the refusal to show weakness. Julian thrives on control, but beneath his confident exterior lies vulnerability and longing. His world is shaken when he encounters someone who challenges everything he thought he knew about himself. Enter Ethan, fiery, stubborn, and determined to live authentically. Ethan is bold, unafraid to speak his mind, and thrives on risk. Unlike Julian, he has no interest in hiding who he is. But when their paths collide in the charged atmosphere of power dynamics, emotional tension, and forbidden attraction, sparks fly. Not just physical ones, but the kind that ignite transformation. Their relationship begins with tension, fueled by Julian's reluctance to risk exposure and Ethan's determination to break through his walls. Julian is drawn to Ethan's energy, while Ethan is captivated by Julian's quiet strength. What begins as mistrust slowly transforms into trust, intimacy, and passion. As their bond deepens, Julian struggles with fear of rejection, fear of scandal, fear of losing himself in the shadow of vulnerability. Ethan, despite his own insecurities, pushes Julian to embrace authenticity. Their chemistry is undeniable, making every interaction charged with vulnerability and desire. Alina May's writing is sharp, emotional, and deeply engaging. She blends grit with tenderness, creating a romance that feels both entertaining and transformative. The chemistry between Julian and Ethan is electric, making their connection feel authentic and satisfying. Thematically, Make Me explores power exchange romance trope, the tension between dominance and intimacy. Identity and vulnerability. Julian's journey reflects the courage required to embrace intimacy despite fear. Love and risk. Ethan's arc underscores the beauty of risking vulnerability in unconventional circumstances. Community and belonging. Their shared world adds grit and depth, reinforcing themes of loyalty and resilience. The climax is both emotional and triumphant, as Julian must decide whether his connection with Ethan and his own truth is worth the risk of vulnerability and rejection. The resolution affirms the novel's central message that sometimes the fiercest battles lead to the most authentic love stories, even when they begin in the shadow of power. By the end, Make Me is more than a romance. It is a meditation on courage, authenticity, and the beauty of finding someone who sees you for who you truly are. It expands Alina May's body of work with passion, grit, and emotional resonance, leaving listeners eager for the next one.